Hey, what up, people? It's Todd again. It's time for another Tackle Tips Tuesday. So I have something a little simple for you. I ran into a little issue that I was trying to figure out. I bought a hard case cooler a couple of months ago, and so I did not want to make rod holders on there permanent. I didn't want to drill in it or do anything like that to damage the cooler. So today I'm going to show you my little simple DIY to add rod holders to my hard case cooler that won't be permanent, that I can use to move them someplace else, or if I want to take the rod holders off, or if I want to add more. Here's a little simple tip, so stay tuned. All right, guys, so what I wanted to do, I wanted to get these rod holders. I have two of these that I just bought at Walmart. They're pretty inexpensive. I just wanted to attach these to my hard case cooler in a very inexpensive way, but also so that way it's not permanent. So the solution I came up with, I'm going to use simple scouring pads that I bought from the Dollar Tree or Dollar General for like, I don't know, $3. There's a big pack of them, so I can use them, for other things in the house. I'm going to use some Gorilla Glue to attach it to the cooler. And the reason I want to attach that to the cooler with Gorilla Glue instead of super glue tends to stick a little bit harder, and if I do want to take these off and add something else like a bigger piece of rubber or something like that, I might do later on, but I'm just going to use this for now. And then I'm also going to need some zip ties for my loose ends on my ratchet strap, which I'm going to need. And then I just have some simple wire cutters just to cut it. So the solution, or the situation that I ran into, was that I had them on, but there's a gap here in between my cooler and the rod holder. So what I wanted to do, I'm going to use these to give a little bit of cushion, and it sticks out a little bit more, so now they'll stay a little bit more securely fastened. All right, so what I've done on the other side, I've already super glued, or I've already used Gorilla Glue to attach two of these already. And all I did was I just cut this pad into 4 strips. But for my cooler, I have a kind of a wider lip here. I super glued 2 of them together. So now I have 2 of these together, and I'm just using them here as a cushion just to extend, so that way my rod holders will stick out a little bit more, so I can get better grip when I put the bungee cords on it, or the ratchet straps on it. So I'm going to do the other 2 on the other side, and then we'll go ahead and get started, and I'll show you exactly how I did the rest of it. Okay, guys, so the hardest thing is actually getting the ratchet strap started without these falling off. So what I did, I just opened it up, I slid one down, tightened it up a little bit, put the other one in on the other side, and then tightened it up a little bit more, and now I have it, on there. So if you notice here on the side how these rest right on top of the scouring pad, and for me, I was able to pull my strap over here that I have. Is a 550 cord with a square knot, 2 half hitches. So I have that over here on the side, so that way I can pull this to strap down my cooler to the kayak as well. And then all I'm doing, this is the tricky part, I'm going to ratchet a little bit. I'm going to make sure that this doesn't turn in this way, because the rod holder will want to turn in instead of just staying secure. Now check it on both sides, crank it a little bit more, double check it, crank it a little bit more, and now once it starts moving and it's concaving a little bit, it's pulling in, I know that this is secure and that's not going anywhere. So now I can slide my rods inside there and I'm good to go. So on both sides, I have one on both sides. So now I have, as I'm fishing, this is the front of my kayak where I'm have it down like this, so these don't impede my handle. So now if I'm sitting in my kayak, I can just reach around, raise it up, drop in the fish, let it close, and you notice that the ratchet, the actual handle is to the back, so it doesn't mess up my seat at all, because my seat would be resting here, or if I had, you know, other gear in between, it's not going to get caught on that ratchet. That's towards the back. So now the only thing I have left to do is just get the loose end. I'm just going to use one of the tie downs, one of these. I'm going to strap it down, and you know, just strapping up the loose end. And then once I have that, I'm going to put another one. I have another strap to also do the bottom. So, and it's going to do exactly the same thing as this one. I'm just going to put it on. Let's just go ahead and do it real quick. Since this one's on, this one will be a lot easier. You make sure that you don't have any twists in it. No twists. And you can notice I just have this one going in the opposite direction. All right. So all I'm gonna do is just spin it around. Do the same thing on this side. Make sure there's no twists. Bring it around. I'm gonna slide it back this way just a little bit. Check it, make sure it's not pulling. Which here, you see it's pulling just a little bit. So in that instance, I just pull it back. A little bit more, and I'm good to go. So now the only thing is left is to strap these things down, and I'm good to go. So this is a easy DIY way to add rod holders to your hard case cooler. Like I said, it's pretty simple, pretty easy. The most expensive part were the ratchet straps, but I already had two because I use these to tie down my kayak on the top of my roof. So hope that helped. If you guys have any other tips, put it in the description below in the comments. The only thing that I think I'm going to do different, I'm going to buy that thick rubber. I'm going to do the same thing and then screw these into the rubber. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try this first just to see how it is. I might not even have to do that. So like I said, I hope this video helped. If you guys have any other tips, hit me up. Until next time, remember, God loves you. God bless you. May He keep you. And one more thing, subscribe and like to the channel, and share my videos. I really appreciate you guys. Until next time, God loves you. Peace.